The Cleveland Cavaliers and the New York Knicks are going to face off in the first round of the 2023 NBA playoffs, and it is going to be epic. What's up, everybody? I'm Anthony from Knicks Nation, and I'm coming at you with another video previewing the Knicks vs Cavs in the first round. If you're new here, just hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell as well. But now that I got that out the way, let's talk about this epic matchup between the Knicks and the Cavs. So as we all know, this season has been a tremendous season for the New York Knicks. They finished 5th in the Eastern Conference, and the Cleveland Cavaliers also had a good season. Obviously, they're led by Donovan Mitchell, Jarrett Allen, Evan Mobley, Caris LeVert, Darius Garland. So they finished 4th in the Eastern Conference. Coming into the season, we did not know what to expect from the New York Knicks, whether or not they were going to finish in the playoffs, or whether or not they were going to finish in the play-in tournament, or miss the play-in or playoffs altogether like they did last season. Now we are set to face off against the Cleveland Cavaliers in the first round, and boy, I'm excited for the series. This series is gaining a lot of traction, a lot of buzz, and I'm sure Knicks fans and Cavs fans are pretty stoked to watch this series go down. Now on the New York Knicks side, where do we begin? First, I want to begin with the health of Julius Randle. He's supposedly going to get reevaluated this week. Hopefully, we receive some good news out of him. They haven't said what kind of sprain it is, high ankle sprain. They haven't said any of that. We're pretty much being kept in the dark. And, you know, that's what it is, man. The Knicks don't want the Cavs knowing Julius Randle's injury status, and they don't want a game plan around Randle or without Randle. But Julius Randle is a true warrior, and hopefully he can get ready for game 1 in Cleveland, and we just have to wait and see. You know, this series really relies on the health of Julius Randle. Now, a lot of Knicks fans think that the New York Knicks can't beat the Cleveland Cavaliers without Julius Randle. I'm not personally one of those fans, because Randle, he's a walking 25 and 10. He's played amazing all season long. In my opinion, the Knicks desperately need Julius Randle in order to succeed this series. So let's just say Julius Randle is healthy versus the Cleveland Cavaliers in the first round. You have Jalen Brunson obviously running the ship. Quentin Grimes, who has been playing tremendous for this New York Knicks team. I'm excited about him and his future. His scoring streak lately has been simply incredible. RJ Barrett, we don't know if he's going to get it going in the playoffs. Hopefully he can, because we need RJ Barrett, then obviously Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson. But we're going to need Mitchell Robinson in this series, because the matchup against Jarrett Allen is a heavyweight matchup. Mitchell Robinson is one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. And yeah, so that's your starting 5 pretty much. Matching up against the Cavs starting 5 is pretty much, it depends on the health of Isaac Okoro. So you're pretty much going to have Donovan Mitchell at the top, Darius Garland at the 2, Isaac Okoro at the 3, Evan Mobley at the 4, and Jarrett Allen at the 5. Now, what the Cavs are probably going to do is send Isaac Okoro to Jalen Brunson and maybe trap a majority of the series. So regarding the Cleveland Cavaliers in that aspect, look, the Cavs are the #1 defensive team in the NBA. They are a really good defensive team, and the numbers don't lie, man. And most of that has to do with Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley, obviously, and then Isaac Okoro holding down the ship for them. And then Donovan Mitchell is not a great defender. Darius Garland is small for his size, and you know, that's the area where the Knicks can take advantage of, in my opinion. But hey, when healthy, the Cleveland Cavaliers are the best defensive team in the NBA. Also, the Cleveland Cavaliers have the 4th best home rating in the NBA. Now, but in saying that, the New York Knicks also have the 5th best away rating in the NBA. The New York Knicks are a heck of an away team, which is why coming into this series, I didn't think it really mattered whether the Knicks started in the Garden or started in Cleveland. A lot of experts are picking the Knicks to win this in 7. I'm picking the Knicks to win this in 7. So you're going to have to go to Cleveland for a game 7. And I believe that winning percentage in game 7s for the home team is above 70%, which is kind of crazy. And also, when I was looking up some stats in this, the Cavs are dead last in the NBA in terms of possessions per game. They play very slow. They play at a very slow pace. They do not like to run the fast break. Obviously, Donovan Mitchell's running the ship, but they play slow. Maybe the Knicks can take advantage of that, because we all know their bench unit, the New York Knicks bench unit, likes to run. And the Cleveland Cavaliers do not like to run at all. They play slow. Numbers don't lie. They're dead last in the NBA in possessions per game. But hey, it's been working for them all season long, man. They have one of the best records in the NBA. Obviously, you know, when you have Donovan Mitchell running the show, you're going to have a good record. But now, when I was going through the rosters, obviously the Cleveland Cavaliers have a little edge in terms of the starting 5. If healthy, they can cause a ruckus for the New York Knicks. Obviously, Mitchell Robinson, #1, has to stay out of foul trouble. That's very important. Julius Randle has to continue his dominance in the rebounding aspect, because Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen are great rebounders. Knicks are one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the league. In fact, they are 3rd in the NBA in terms of offensive rebounding. So a lot of that obviously has to do with Mitchell Robinson, Isaiah Hartenstein, and I'll get into the bench units in a second. But right now, we're talking about strictly the starters. Okay, Jalen Brunson matching up against Donovan Mitchell. It's simply, in my opinion, That's going to be must-see TV. Both of them matching up together. We obviously saw what Jalen Brunson did to Donovan Mitchell last season, and it was honestly a joy to watch. Brunson eliminated Donovan Mitchell out of the playoffs, and, when we signed Brunson, I was excited because that's the Brunson who I'm excited to see in these playoffs. Jalen Brunson in the playoffs is a different animal. So you have Jalen Brunson and Donovan Mitchell. Those pretty much, look, Donovan Mitchell's going to get his points. He's probably going to average over 30 points a game in this series. Knicks can do whatever they want defensively to him. It's whether or not Donovan Mitchell wants to get everyone else involved. We've seen Donovan Mitchell get erratic late in playoff games. We've seen him try to take over games, and that can be beneficial to an opponent team. And the Knicks hopefully are going to be on the winning end of most of those games because Donovan Mitchell, look, great player, but he does get erratic. He does get selfish a bit. The previous matchup when the Knicks won in Cleveland, I thought Quentin Grimes actually did a pretty good job on Donovan Mitchell. But hey, great players just make tough shots, and that's what Donovan Mitchell did. So you have Brunson and Mitchell going toe-to-toe, and then you would have Garland and Quentin Grimes. Brunson is probably going to be matched up against Garland on the defensive end. Cavs are probably going to take advantage of that, running Jalen Brunson through pick and rolls pretty much majority of the game whenever he's in the game. And look, Garland can score. Garland's a good player, but I'm not too concerned about Darius Garland. He's going to average 15 to 20 points a game. He could score. He's a great shooter. Knicks can contain Garland, in my opinion. Then you have RJ Barrett and Isaac Okoro. That's the matchup where I want to see RJ Barrett just take over. I want to see RJ Barrett just take over. I do. Look, RJ Barrett has had an up and down season, to say the least. In many Knicks fans' eyes, he's regressed, and it sucks because, look, we've watched Emmanuel quickly take the step that we thought RJ Barrett was going to take this year. But RJ Barrett needs to have a great series, in my opinion, if the Knicks want to advance in this series. RJ Barrett is an X factor along with Quentin Grimes. If Quentin Grimes could keep it up, his three-point shooting, he's shooting over 50% to end the season here during his last 10 games, which is insane to think about. Hopefully he can carry it over to the playoffs, and hopefully we can just have RJ and Quentin Grimes just do what they do. We don't want RJ Barrett to fall into his tunnel vision. We don't want RJ Barrett to force things. We just want RJ Barrett to let the game come to him. Let Jalen Brunson run the ship. Let Jalen Brunson find you in your spots, and we should be good. Now, Julius Randle, we all know what he can do. If we can just get 80% of Julius Randle, I think that would be huge for the New York Knicks. Now, he's probably going to be compromised for the majority of this series because, sprained ankles are tricky, man. I'm sure that he's not going to be 100% healthy. I have faith in the Knicks that as a team and as a unit, they can come together and, take the pressure off Julius Randle. Just take the pressure off him, and we should be good. Now, Mitchell Robinson and then Jarrett Allen. That's a big matchup as well. Mitchell Robinson has to stay out of foul trouble, in my opinion. Look, he's done great all season long. Mitchell Robinson has stayed out of foul trouble pretty much majority of the season. He's taken a great step forward in development, and he's going to have his hands full guarding Jarrett Allen. Jarrett Allen is a great player. He boxes out tremendously. He's a great rebounder. So Mitchell Robinson and Jarrett Allen, those two are going to have a dogfight. It's going to be an absolute bloodbath. But then what brings me to why I think the New York Knicks will win this series is we all know why. It is the bench unit. It is the bench mob, whatever you want to call it. It is Emmanuel Quickley. It is Josh Hart. It is Isaiah Hartenstein. It is Obi Toppin. Look, Obi Toppin, Quentin Grimes, and IQ damn near just scored over 30 points each. First time since the 1970s. It was honestly amazing to watch. But the bench unit for the New York Knicks is night and day versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Night and day. When I tell you night and day, I mean night and day. Josh Hart, we all know what he brings. Emmanuel Quickley, baller, 6th man of the year. Hand him the trophy right now. Isaiah Hartenstein has been playing tremendously. His chemistry with Josh Hart and IQ, his ball passing ability has been a treat to watch, man. Isaiah Hartenstein has simply been a revelation for this New York Knicks team. And then you have Obi Toppin coming in the game and running. Like I said earlier, Cavs dead last in the NBA in possessions per game. They are a slow team. They do not like to run. So on the Cavs side, you have some three-point shooters coming in off the bench for them. You have C.D. Osman, Ricky Rubio, if he even plays a series, who knows? Dean Wade, who is a three-point shooter, Robin Lopez, and then you have Caris LeVert. Look, those guys are good three-point shooters. Caris LeVert's a good scorer. C.D. Osman's a good three-point shooter. Dean Wade can shoot the three. Obviously, you're going to either have Donovan Mitchell or Darius Garland on the floor together. One of those players are probably going to play with the bench unit just so they can keep up with the Knicks offensively. But look, that's where I think the Knicks can take advantage of is their bench unit. And I'm just excited to watch it. I'm just excited to witness this series. MSG is going to be an absolute crazy madhouse. I'm excited. I'm excited for the Knicks fans to experience playoff basketball again. This series is going to be incredible. Simply incredible. This is probably going 6 or 7 either way. I'm picking the Knicks in 7. Yes, you can call me biased, but I believe in this New York Knicks team. I really do. And most of that belief has to do with Jalen Brunson running the shit. Look, we have 2 point guards now. We have 2 legit point guards. Jalen Brunson, Emmanuel Quickly coming at you at 100%. And I just can't wait, man. Knicks in 7. That is my prediction for this series. Let me know in the comments below, what is your prediction? How many games do you think it'll take this New York Knicks team to win, to beat this Cleveland Cavaliers series, and advance to possibly face the Milwaukee Bucks in the second round? I cannot wait. I'm actually attending game 4 of this series. I'm going to be in MSG. I'm going to be in the building. Hopefully I get to meet some of you guys, and hopefully we have a great, tremendous series. I'm Anthony from Knicks Nation, and I will catch you guys during the series. Peace.